Aloha kako, what is up everyone? Welcome to my channel if you're new here and this is your first time stopping by, or welcome back if you've already taken time to subscribe. Either way, I mahalo you for being here and joining me at the table of truth as I open up space to receive divine messages, whatever is meant to be seen, spoken, and shared. This is a time I get to really connect and reflect with self as well as align with divine. This is like my soul therapy, my self-therapy. Also, I just want to address a milestone, I guess, if you will. I mean, it's not big for some people, but it's big for me that I finally broke over 200 subscribers. It's been a long time coming, and I know that's probably sounding real minimal right now to those that are like, oh, I've got 10,000. Ooh, I've got 100,000. Ooh, I got 1,000,000. But you know what? I'm a very, to myself, introverted person. And when I started this channel, for those of you that don't know, I started this with the intention of holding this space. But somehow, some way, it just got directed into a beauty channel. I'm still very much interested in beauty and makeup and stuff, and this actually used to be more of my vanity space, but I've since changed it into my mindful mirror talk or table of truth or whatever you might want to call it. This is just my allotment of time to self, to really dedicate some time to open up to more divine truth, whatever is meant to come on through. Yeah, so with that being said, I really mahalo you guys for taking time to join me and clicking on that subscribe button. So, all right. I kind of wanted to, I was sitting in this space and about to put a lot of these decks away and just kind of clear space. But I was compelled to start recording because Divine is telling me that it's like I'm getting this marquee and it's saying the week ahead. So we're just going to roll with it. We're just going to see what the week ahead is going to be like. So if this message resonates with you, then please let it be. Sit with it. And just let it marinate and allow yourself to open up to the growth that occurs from receiving the message. But if it isn't for you and it doesn't resonate, then let it go. But I want to start off by just kind of pulling from some of the decks. So first off, I'm going to go ahead and clear some space in these guidance decks, or as a lot of us call it, oracle decks. I say guidance because oracle is more of oracle and tarot is more for me, a guide. It's not the end all be all. The ultimate is the Most High, the Creator, ultimate source of truth. The cards just kind of put into a more concrete or tangible manner. It puts truth in a more tangible manner to be interpreted. So I'm going to draw from the Wild Goddess Oracle and see what the week ahead is looking like. The week ahead, Divine. Revealing truth for the week ahead. Alright, so I'm looking at Monday. Well, this came upside down, so I'll keep it as such. Tuesday. Wednesday. Thursday. Friday. I'll put Friday. Saturday. Sunday. What is Sunday looking like? Sunday. Alright. So first off, we have Monday, the escapist. You or someone you care about may seek refuge in escapist behaviors when faced with limits, difficulties, or sorrow of some sort. So I'm seeing Monday is going to be a little bit of a rough start for some of you. It's going to be a time where you're just not wanting to, you're not really wanting to get out of bed. You're not really wanting to check off those things, those errands that need to be done. You know that stuff is coming up. You know stuff is going to be on your plate, but you're sort of in this escapist mode where you just want to seek refuge. You'd probably rather stay home and curl in your bed. You just got a case of the motherfucking Mondays. Tuesday, we have the balance, the balancer, but we had it in reverse. But the balancer card says, soar beyond all limiting concepts and embrace your spiritual self in the place beyond female and male, where we all truly are one energy. I'm feeling like Tuesday's going to be a little bit rough for you mentally. You're going to be feeling a little bit imbalanced, out of sync, out of place, out of harmony, out of alignment. Wednesday, we have the game changer. So this is where shit starts to possibly turn around. It says how confident you feel about magic and change, especially your ability to magically change yourself and your situation, is crucial. So this is your mindset. So maybe it's going to take a little couple, turns of the key on Monday and Tuesday, but by Wednesday there's a game changer. There's something that occurs in your internal space, mentally, physically, and spiritually, that really kind of kickstart or really connect, engage, spark a more perpetuating or motivating type of attitude, perhaps. And then Thursday we have the inventor. So yeah, something was sparked in the mind, causing a lot of new ideas. So we have the inventor card. This is a good time to amplify your focus, your mental focus and clarity, and to clear and purify space in your world and in your mind to make way for something new. So yeah, I'm feeling like, the week ahead is going to be a little rough on Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, we're kind of shifting our gears and changing our perspectives. And Thursday, we're inspired. And then it says Friday, we have the Siren card number 20, but it was in reverse. But the Siren card says allowing yourself to be distracted from what you should be doing leads to procrastination, avoidance, and needless problems. So being in reverse, I'm seeing that you're not allowing distractions to deter you from your goals, from your inspiration, from your clarity and your focus. You're really kind of making sure that you're staying on track even as the week draws to a close. Saturday, we have the shadow. We have the shadow in reverse. It says, card number 3, making a friend and ally of your shadow side is necessary for becoming your authentic self, a key element of true success. Saturday, you might be a little bit exhausted and you might be, there might be some shadows creeping in. There might be some issues that might be creeping up or put on your plate. A little extra put on your plate. And Sunday, card number 49, it says, let travel, education, and communication systems take you and your ideas to the world, and or use the same to bring the world to you. So I'm seeing Sunday as a day for you to take a break, take a breather, take a drive, go someplace you haven't been in a while, or go someplace new, go out to the country, whatever that is for you, and just really allow your mind to decompress, allow your environment to inspire you more for the following week, which is next week. So Sunday, I'm seeing you driving out, to the country, taking a much needed rest, but doing so in an environment that is refreshing and renewing and just very inspirational for the weeks to come. So yeah, so let's look a little bit more into, let's draw from, first I'm going to clear this deck, but let's draw from the Black Moon Guidance deck. And I think I'm going to go each day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Who are these messages specifically for? All right, so Monday, the escapist, feeling like you just want to get away. You don't want to be burdened by all the expectations and the responsibility and stuff. Who are we talking to? Saturn ruling. This is just the truth. So Saturn, let me see. Okay, hold up. I had to look it up real quick. So, duh, I should know. But this Saturn card, which is like hardcore truth, like inner truth, a dive into your innermost spaces of truth. Capricorn, the sign of Capricorn's ruling planet is Saturn. Saturn rules Capricorn, and Capricorn loves rules. Saturn represents responsibility and hard work and determination. So Monday, we ain't really feeling the rules, and we ain't really feeling the motherfucking structure, though. We're kind of like trying to escape all of that. So this could be affecting the Capricorns more so than any other sign. So let's see for Tuesday, where we're in a bit of an imbalance, disharmony, and misalignment here mentally. Who are we speaking to, or who is affected mostly by this energy on Tuesday? Mahalo. Okay, I'm going to turn this. Well, let's keep it then. 12th house, escape. Yeah, look, okay, so the 12th house. So Divine also wanted to speak on the 12th house energy because it fell on Monday's pile, which is the escapist. And this is the 12th house, escape. So I'm going to leave it over here. Because Capricorns, Sun, Moon, Rising, Lilith, or Venus be trying to escape some shit. They really don't want to fucking be bothered with their kuleana or their responsibility. So before I get into Tuesday, which I'll put right here, let's read into the 12th house real quick. Alright, so 12th house, 36. All right, so here's a quote from William Shakespeare from A Midsummer's Night Dream. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact. All right, so it is time to get on point. It's not a time to ignore or overlook what's there. Things may get fragmented. The 12th house of the Zodiac is the most mesmerizing of all of the houses. Mysticism, dreaming, drowning, vast seas, and surrendering are all themes that belong to this house of self-undoing. It is also the place in the chart where we lapse in our judgment and make bad choices. Like the sign of Pisces that rules it, the 12th house falls at the end of the Zodiac, which indicates a type of passage or rebirth. This house contains the meanings of all the signs and planets and all the other houses within it. The 12th house stands for all. Okay, so even though astrologers refer to the 12th house as the gutter or garbage dump of the Zodiac, it is still distinct in its meaning. Evolved souls and the doomed live here. Within the 12th house are the highest of the highs and the lowest of the lows. Ruled by Neptune, the planet of confusion and drunkenness, prisoners, shut-ins, saints, artists, and mystics call this home. Imagination, linking up and connecting to the unknown are all facets of the 12th house. It is where the material and non-physical worlds connect. It is both the beginning and the end. So this is like the silver lining. So you definitely be going through some shit. You definitely like, maybe that's leading into the misalignment and the imbalance for Tuesday's energy, perhaps. Because this could represent toxins, poisons, and just like secret desires, Christ consciousness and martyrdoms. Like this is telling us, this is like a combination of fear and paranoia, you know, beauty and love. This is like both sides of the coin in one. And yeah, there's a lot of like fickleness and trying to figure out where we stand, where to plant our feet for Monday. All right, so moving on. I'm just going to leave it at that for the 12th house. But that was interesting that it fell on Monday's, the escapist energy. But the signs most affected by Tuesday's energy, the imbalance, is Aquarius, which could be 7th house energy. So this could affect the Aquarius's partnership, perhaps. But let's look into it. Card number 31. So bindings, whether emotional and domestic or lawful, and what is right or permissible are indicated now. The 7th house is the area of the chart that represents the other. Since it is opposed to the 1st house of the self, traditionally it has been thought to be the house of marriage and marriage partners. And although this may still be the primary meaning, the other can also include friends and family and peer groups. So it can mean significant others, such as coworkers. Since it's the traditional house of Libra, it governs fairness, balance, and the law. It is also the house of open enemies. When the 7th house card presents itself in a reading, it usually means one of two things: either issues dealing with partners or significant others, or court cases and legal issues. The card itself is neutral, much like the actual 7th house, which strives for balance, so the surrounding cards will indicate the basic meaning, whether positive or negative, or something in between. Okay, so yeah, and that's interesting because it fell on Tuesday's lack of balance, the balancer card, which was in reverse. So for Aquarius, maybe you're feeling partnership is lacking a bit, or feeling a little like strained, perhaps. Either your coworkers, your friends, key family members, or key relationships that you have are just feeling a bit off kilter in a sense. This also could be for you. This could be you just feeling in a space of inadequacy, and you're just kind of trying to figure things out. And like I said, Monday and Tuesday are going to be a little bit of you're going to have trouble starting the car. All right. So Wednesday, the game changer, as things turn around, as things kind of take a shift. All right, sorry about that. I forgot to make a little bit of room on my phone, so it cut me off. But so for Thursday's card, this is when your ideas are becoming more bold and just kind of flooding in a bit. This is where you are gaining more focus and clarity, and just really clearing out your spaces and just being inspired and motivated here on Thursday. So what signs are being most affected by Thursday's energy of the inventor? Mahalo. All right, we have Neptune. So look into your Neptune sign. This is the sacrifice that you make. We're looking into your Pluto, your transformation. So your Neptune placement in your natal chart, your Pluto placement, and your Black Moon Lilith placement are what is inspiring, or what is being most played into for Thursday's energy. Now let's take a quick look into 10. Wow. Yeah, the synchronicity here. We literally have 10, 11, and 12. 1, 2, 3 is what I'm seeing. All right, and this is, okay, so Neptune, sacrifice. So let's do a quick read on this. This is talking about your imagination, your escapism, your mysticism, divination, other realms, and making contact with higher realms, communication with ghosts and other spirits, links to the universal mind, the ocean of consciousness, sudden flights of inspiration or artistic ability. So yes, that goes hand in hand with Thursday's the inventor energy, because of the sort of gem ideas that are coming through. So Neptune is definitely, your Neptune sign is definitely going to be influenced on this day. And then we have your Pluto, which is your transformation energy. This is basically talking about regeneration, creation, passing away of the old and bringing in the new. So again, inspiration. I'm also seeing, like, because this has to do with transformations, endings into beginnings, new ways, and like the end of the old. It's going to be a very intense energy on Thursday for you as you shift into a new mindset or new state of mind. As you set new goals, new visions, new dreams, perhaps new projects, new creations, new ideas, new desires, new boundaries. Like, this is a very pivotal point of the week for you. And then we have the Black Moon Lilith. So this is card number 12, and this has to do with mystery. It's time to be careful. Think of what might manifest over anger, bitterness, or revenge. What you have worked so hard for may collapse. So this is a time to be very cautious of your ideas, to be very protective, I'm hearing, of your ideas. You have a feeling you are waiting for something to happen, but you don't have the entire information. So the facts are hidden or mysterious. You feel it, something stalks, but Lilith is sharp. She knows, she senses, she processes what is there. Because Lilith feels slighted, She can represent a formidable foe or dangerous enemy. So overall, this card, the Black Moon Lilith card, is kind of like seduction. It's a feminine energy of force. It's like surrounded by like the influences of complicated circumstances, you know, of envy or shame, or it's just like arousal, tantric, sexy or seductive type of energy. So there's a cautiousness is what I'm seeing. So be protective of your ideas that may project you into a future that is what you desire, because it's almost like I'm seeing the goat, because we got Capricorn in this placement of Wednesday, and we got Capricorn in the placement of Monday. I'm seeing like the goat energy. You don't want to fall, you don't want to slip, you want to be very firm and grounded and sure of the footing that you're putting forth for the week. So let's move on to Friday, Po'alima. So Po'akahi, Po'alua, Po'akolu, Po'aha, Po'alima. Friday, we're turning that siren energy upside down. We are not going to be distracted. We are avoiding things that are causing procrastination. We're staying focused. So who is most inspired or influenced by Po'alima, Friday's energy? The sign or natal placement most affected. Mars energy. So look into your Mars energy or placement. Mahalo. Yeah, so Mars, your placement could be of an earth element. So you could be, you see this earth element, you could be Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn placement. So I'm seeing heavy earth vibes here, but this is a collective reading. Whatever resonates, let it be. Whatever doesn't, let it go. But your Mars placement could be of a earth sign. So that is what I'm seeing. And your Mars is your reactionary influence. It's how you respond, how you react, like your impulses and your, I always say fire. Yeah, fire energy. Like for me, I have a fire sign in the Mars placement. So I'm very feisty, fiery. But my earth alignments kind of help try to balance that. And then I have like water elements that help to create more of a wash of sensitivity in a sense. But all right, so yeah, most affected is going to be your Mars sign, which may be possible earth element influence. So then we have Saturday. We're talking about like slight shadows coming in. Or no, wait. The shadow upright, but in reverse, I'm seeing maybe banning or getting rid of, or really working on that shadow space within you. Really taking a weekend to rest and kind of regain your energy and really dispel any heavinesses that have come about due to the week that you've gone through. And then that leads into Sundays, just needing to get away, take an adventure, kind of take some time to yourself. But looking into Saturday's energy, who is most affected? What sign, what placement is most affected by Saturday's energy of the shadow? Mahalo. Your 5th house, so your creativity. So whatever issues you may be trying to kind of work through on Saturday, whatever issues might be coming up that might be triggering perhaps, and setting you back, this is something to really look into and kind of catch before it really takes you off guard. Before it distracts you, like this energy from Friday, the siren energy, you know, feeding into stuff that really causes you to be distracted and leads you off course and causes you to procrastinate on your goals. That fire energy, your reaction, that Mars energy from Friday that we got, we have to make sure that we're aware. It will sort of translate into Saturday's energy. So we have to be aware of that, because that could affect our creativity, which is that inspiration we were feeling earlier in the week, Thursday, you know? So looking into that. But let me look into the 5th house. 5th house creativity. Just to see if there's anything that I am missing off the bat intuitively. The 5th house creativity is talking about being happy. Give yourself the gift of happiness. Yes, which is what we have to remember when those shadows creep up and those instances of triggers pop up into our life. We have to remember that if the zodiac had a fun house, it would be the 5th house. Pleasure, creativity, and children are all elements of this house. Being ingenious and in the limelight is another element. We find our childlike imaginations through storytelling and fantasy. So this card turning up in a reading indicates that you have created or will begin to create something to be proud of, something that will bring others joy. It may have you on a stage or just an area where adults can let down their hair and become as children, responsive, joyful, and free. So this is a time, this weekend, this upcoming or this next weekend is a time to really like not allow the shadows to take away your focus, to allow your authentic self to come through. And that authentic self has a childlike quality. So this is really connecting perhaps with your inner child, connecting with a playful side, not taking things too seriously. Or if perhaps you are a parent, this is taking some time, take your kids to the playground, to the park, go fucking fly a kite, go, you know, go to the beach, go to the pool, like just have fun and be a kid again. Because you need that in order to dispel these shadows that come up and creep up that are more serious for our adult selves. We need that element of fun to be able to be inspired again, to be those inventors, to have those key or gem ideas that perpetuate us in our creativity, which again, is that what we were looking at? Yeah, well, yeah, that inspire our creativity. All right, so 49, Sunday's energy. This is most influencing to which zodiac sign or placement in your natal chart. This is a time to just get away, be free, take a drive, like just take a chill pill, sit by the pool, whatever the case may be. This will affect the Gemini. And I'm really, really getting thoughts of the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case because, as I stated before, this is the week that things will kind of come into play. It's going to start off a little bit heavy. It's going to start off a little bit like maybe some new information and maybe some things that might change our opinions. But the game changer is going to come on Wednesday, I feel. But the reason I mention that is because I believe Johnny Depp is a Gemini. And so this fell at the end of the week. So taking time to travel, to get away, to kind of recollect, to kind of heal the self and the soul is going to most affect the Gemini energy, the Gemini peeps out there. So let me just take a look for the Geminis. Geminis. Yeah, this card in brief is talking about the mind and the brain, being of two minds. This is the fluency, the deftness, being clever while a little superficial. This is the double talk or talking too much, giving out too much information or publishing. This is in correspondence with the Lovers card in the tarot. And the key ideas are paying attention, the mindfulness, your talking, your writing, your explanation, your versatility. So taking a break from that in a sense and kind of clearing out and healing the space within by having a little getaway, having a little drive, having a little just chill relaxation. La Poule, Sunday is also like the day of prayer, right? So this is really just taking a time to rest your mind. All right, so that looks like the overall week for us as a collective out there. All right, I'm going to get an overall cap for the week. Let's see what Divine has to tell us all as a collective. What needs to be heard, what needs to be seen, spoken, and shared for this upcoming week. Very transformative week I'm feeling like this is. Like, it's not going to start off the best and we're not going to be the most motivated, but pushing through, we're going to see a bit of a change, a bit of a shift that's going to help our mindset kind of clarify where our focus needs to be. We're not going to get distracted. We're not going to let our reactions get the best of us, which is going to help heal those shadows that come about. And the way we heal that is through our laughter, through our happiness, through our joy, through our childlike nature, like really connecting with our inner child. And then also just taking the time to self, taking the time away from our everyday routine. And again, that's going to affect our mind state. This is going to affect mostly the Geminis for this end of the week. But an overall reading for this upcoming week. Mahalo. Any clarity? Mahalo. Overall reading. Taking accountability. This card says, responsibility is a gift of love to yourself and to others. So this is a week of really taking accountability. Like I said, with the escapist and the imbalance card for Monday and Tuesday, we're not going to start off on the right or on the best foot. It's going to be a bit of a challenge to get things started, but it's about taking accountability so things shift and change around. We have card number 21. Intimate love is a core need to be met in relation to ourselves and those closest to us. The journey to intimacy often includes learning what love is not. Wow. Yeah. And again, with the court case, this can resonate, that taking accountability for what has been done, for the toxicity that has been spewed and sprayed into the intimate factors of the relationship, of your partnerships perhaps, but not on the court case. If we're just talking about individual and whatever resonates with you, this is a time to really connect with what's going on in your partnerships. Really seeing what needs need to be addressed as well as met. What things need to be changed in order for flow to occur. So let me get one from my guidance deck. I gotta shuffle it real quick. Hold on. It is hella hot up in this space for some reason, and as you can hear, I do have my fan going, but it just don't be doing no justice. No justice, no peace is what I'm hearing. Damn, this is definitely a dual meaning, like that Gemini, that dual-sided understanding of mental clarity. This isn't just for a general collective reading, but I'm definitely feeling like there is a more specific message here. And like I said, it might pertain again to the court case that I made a video on recently, but only time will tell. Okay. All right, so final messages of the week that need to be seen. Okay. Truth, my truth. This is taking accountability and acknowledgement again. Accountability. So this card that I channeled, my truth, is taking accountability or acknowledging, looking at the mirror and facing yourself in the truest, most unrevealed, most uncensored form. This is having a serious talk or conversation with those closest to you. Like I said here, your key to intimacy is realizing what the core needs are that need to be met in relation to ourselves and those closest to us. So this could be pertaining to what you need to see within you or what you need to see in the relationship or the partnership. So again, yeah, this is having those conversations, those conversations that need to be had now. You just have to trust truth because it's a divine gift to free one's soul. So we got speak soft. This is a time to be gentle with your words, to understand that truth can be spoken softly and gently because you are a healer that mends brokenness with your kind words. This is about healing hearts and inspiring. We also have spaghetti. This is that sauce. She got the sauce. He got the sauce. This is that homegrown and healthy love of self and family. Like, your recipe cannot be fucking stolen. It cannot be duplicated or replicated. You are who you are because of the work, because of the efforts, because of the drive that you've had to get where you are. And your drive is full of grace. Your cup is full spiritually. There's an innocent yet strong essence of grace that you possess. And it keeps you protected divinely. It keeps you unscathed. It keeps you renewed and refreshed. You know? You're graceful like a natural dancer. There's a way that you carry yourself. It ain't always going to be easy, but the flow that you give is just beautiful, full of grace. So I'm going to leave the table of truth at that. And I hope that it resonated with someone in a way that you can open up to more divine evolution and growth and healing. And I trust that divine carries you in more abundance, guidance, protection, love, compassion, strength, wellness, devotion, faith. And with that, I will see you in my next video. Love, light, and always aloha.